Mercedes seem generally off the pace. Red Bull are in trouble with Max Verstappen having an accident in the third practice. We've got Pierre Gasly at top for AlphaTauri and Sergio Perez in second for Red Bull. Is it a day of the underdogs? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying for the 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix here in Baku. Formula One heads away from the south of France and heads to the border between Asia and Europe. Welcome to Baku and the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's the sixth stop on the 2021 calendar. So far, 3 races to Lewis Hamilton, 2 races to Max Verstappen, with the Dutchman leading the title. Azerbaijan kicks off the usual summer trip around Europe. Next time, we're at the French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard before a double bill in Austria with the Styrian and Austrian Grand Prix, taking us then to the 16th to the 18th of July for the British Grand Prix at the height of Euro football. Then we go off for the Hungarian Grand Prix before the summer break and another triple header with Belgium, Netherlands and Italy forming part of an ionic trio. Then we head over to Russia on the 26th of September, Singapore on the 3rd of October before backing up that with Japan. Then on October 24th, it's the United States Grand Prix. A week later, Mexico. A week later, in Brazil, before a little gap before the Australian Grand Prix, Saudi Arabia, and then the season ends on the 12th of December at Abu Dhabi. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen leads the way by just 4 points to Lewis Hamilton, 105 to 101. Lando Norris in third place on 56 points ahead of DNFing in Monaco's Valtteri Bottas. Sergio Perez completes the top 5, followed by Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon completes the top 10. On the second page, Sebastian Vettel finally gets points 10 to his name in 2021, alongside Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso with only 5, Yuki Tsunoda on 2, Antonio Giovinazzi still on 1 point, and no points on the board for Kimi Raikkonen, George Russell, Nicholas Latifi, Mick Schumacher or Nikita Mazepin. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, for the first time in a long time, it's Red Bull Racing leading the way by just 1 single point to Mercedes, 149 to 148. McLaren lead up next, 2 points ahead of Ferrari in the battle for third. Aston Martin a point ahead of AlphaTauri, who's a point ahead in turn of Alpine. Then we get Alfa Romeo Racing only on 1 point. Williams and Haas sadly still on none. Who is going to take pole position in Baku? We're about to find out. It's qualifying for the 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to qualifying where confusion reigns. Mercedes, who have been dominant for so many years in Formula One, have come here and their woes from Monaco seem to have followed and expanded. We have an unusual situation where Valtteri Bottas over the team radio saying without a massive tow, it looks like they can only manage at best 13th position. Lewis Hamilton was able to gain 6/10 at the end of third practice with a tow. He went third, but that doesn't look like the genuine pace. Also, we had Max Verstappen crash into the wall, the car having to be put on the back of a truck with 33 minutes to go of FP3. He too has lost track time. And the man who's been all of this quietly topped FP2 yesterday and now was second in FP3, Sergio Perez. This could be his best chance to get his pole position. He's already had a race win, never had a pole position. It's today going to be the time to change it. Also trying to get his pole position, Pierre Gasly up there, trying to fight back for those at Monaco. We've got Charles Leclerc. It is a complete mixture about what we are going to see in the next hour. Prediction though, the tow is going to be so important here for qualifying. It's going to be the best one we've seen in a very long time. I'm certainly hoping so. Anyway, so coming into this weekend, as you know, we had news breaking yesterday at the end of free practice 2 that the Singapore Grand Prix has sadly been cancelled for the 2021 season. A replacement is currently being looked at, either another race at the Circuit of the Americas called the Texan Grand Prix, a race back at China at the Shanghai International Circuit, or what is looking more and more likely, a return to either Mugello, Nürburgring, or, top of the list, the Turkish Grand Prix in Istanbul Park. Personally, I want Turkey, but I'm secretly hoping we might get Malaysia back, or even, dare we dream, a race at Indianapolis. We're in the same country, may as well just travel over to Indianapolis and Indiana. We've done it before. Let's see what can be done. But still, that is the top news, that Singapore is off for 2021. So that 1st to the 3rd of October, that date is currently blank in the diaries now for fans. Another breaking news story is that next weekend at the British Touring Car Championship, when we're providing the watch-along commentary, it'll be with a bit of a difference because Megan will be in the commentary box instead of myself here in the UK, managing all of the stream. Will I be, you ask? I'll be at Snetterton. I'll be trackside as well, commentating on the race. I'll be watching via a Teams meeting link on the iPad, so I'll have live pictures in front of me and I'll have live track action in front of me, and you will all see it as well. We'll have a camera down there too to bring you some action. So we'll be at Snetterton next weekend for the first time back at a racetrack in a long time due to this pandemic, and commentating live. I'm looking forward to that immensely. You would not even believe how much I'm looking forward to it. Right, let's get into this weekend then, and let's start first of all with what we always like to, the commentator challenge. It's me versus Megan. Coming into this weekend, I've won 3 races, Megan's won 2. Quite a parallel on the championship right now we've got going. Who will be victorious in Baku? Let's take a look. So it's round 6 of the commentator challenge. I'm on 3, Megan is on 2.
And I figured out before we started this that it's basically like Hamilton and Verstappen. Hamilton, Verstappen.
And now we are getting ready for the commentators' battle to resume. The Battle of Baku. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Megan Charles Leclerc, I'm Pierre Gasly. Lights out in Baku. Megan cuts across immediately towards turn 1. I'm just going to sit behind her here because I can get a great exit. I'm round already. Oh, I've taken us both off.
You're lucky we have no damage on.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Megan.
This is why you don't tail people.
Well, I didn't expect that to happen. I sort of just caught the front wing with a rear diffuser.
I'm going to brake test you sometime now.
Don't you dare. That's what... He brake tested. She brake tested me. Oh, that's even... Megan, do not do a Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. Brake for turn 4.
Why? You said I didn't need to.
Oh, no. Backing out of that one. You still have to brake for corners, though, and not hit them. Oh.
Count it as revenge.
It's very hard when you've been on a wheel testing this track for an hour to go to a pad, because it's like you've got to get used to all the different positions. Right, using the overtake button. Coming into the castle section. Megan's just completely cutting the corner. Right, I'm not even going to attempt an overtake here because this is the castle section and it is super tight. Trying to go through. Full power now, and away we go. Now this is the long sweep up the hill. Megan's trying to brake test me. I'll go to the outside. Megan's slamming me into the wall. That won't work, my friend. You're hitting the wrong part. Down to turn 15. Megan's done a Verstappen, and Megan's done a Leclerc. He did that yesterday in practice too. Well, go on then. Come on.
I'm trying. It won't let me.
You've actually got to turn the other way, you know, to get out of that. Austin Powers. The reason I'm not racing into the distance is because we try and make this as fair as possible. So now Megan will come up alongside me, and now it's a restart. So we treat it like a red flag and then just start again, although Megan has to stop alongside me. Because we're trying to keep this as fair as possible, so it's an actual commentator's challenge. If I made a mistake, Megan would wait for me. There you go. Megan, I don't know why you're not going flat out, because I'm now...
I am going flat out.
I was going to say, because now I'm right on you in that toe. You're trying to break the toe. It's not working. Staying with you here. What was all that about?
I just lost control of the wheel. Well, the controller.
Right, lap 2. Try not to crash. We've only got so long before qualifying starts. Overtaking button again. Oh, I've braked late there. Oh.
Again?
Well, you're blocking the track now, so... Megan, would you at least just race fairly?
I am racing fairly.
I'm pushing you along this back straightaway. Oh! That's not fair.
What's not fair?
You've bashed into me again.
I see nothing.
Well, it's 3-2 at the moment. I'm leading this victory challenge.
For now.
Right, trying around the outside. Doesn't help that she's alongside me as well, so she can see exactly what I'm doing. If we were sat in a different situation, this wouldn't be happening right now. Oh, she's gone wide. She's gone wide. She's looking at the controller. I'm back ahead. Yay! I've got a feeling about a dive bomb here. Why did I know you were going to go through?
Because I'm ruthless.
Fine, I'll track the castle section. No worries. Oh, I am stupid.
Are you quoting someone there? Yeah.
I thought I was your line. I'm so far back now because of those mistakes in the castle section.
Never go for the castle section.
You've done it again. So did I.
Well, we have no damage, so...
Good point. But at least I'm trying. Fine, if we've got no damage, I'll just cut the corner.
I've been trying to tell you all along.
Yeah, but you didn't cut that corner.
I don't know why.
And neither do I, actually. You should. Right, using up all of the overtake now. I changed the ERS mode. Oh, yes. Using everything now. DRS enabled. I'm back.
Hi. This makes it easier to get you out.
You sure about that? Oh, for goodness sake.
Oops.
And now you're blocking the track. Oh. Oh. Fine, DRS open. This is not funny. I'm flat spotting on my tyres. Fine, you want a war? Give you a war. Do not spin me into the corners.
Why? It's so simple.
I just hope you get round that. I should have done that. You're going to win these challenges by just bullying. Oh, completely forgot to hit the brake. This is not... Oh, I think I've got... Oh, how have I got damage? Maybe my tyres are worn. Well, actually, I'll just take the tyres. Oh, okay, they're not too bad. Oh, that's... Oh, the brakes are... I've spun, Meg, stop.
Weirdly, I'm good
Meg,
at
stop,
castle.
Meg, stop. I've spun, I'm stopped. I'm now having to do an Austin Powers manoeuvre.
Weirdly, I'm good at castle.
Yeah, castle section. My rear tyres are dead. They're too hot, so I'm sliding through everything.
So am I.
Yeah, but you haven't had as many things. Oh, actually, yeah, you have. Whoa, catching the oversteer.
I probably have more. Mine's close to like bursting.
I think you might have won this unless I can catch up. You're in the braking zone now at 15. I'm in the wall.
So am I.
What do you mean you're in the wall? Oh, there you are.
Ta-da!
Oh, drag race. Okay, sync up for that. Whoa!
We're both in the wall.
Well, I had to avoid you. Oh no. Where are you? Why are you still backwards?
Because I turn.
Right, go, go, go! Go! Go, go! Oh no, I think you might have got that because you started before me. Saying that, what on earth is that? Megs, seriously.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Your tyres are gone. That's the reason, yeah, my tyres are dead. Oh, just go for it. Gun it to the line. Just gun it to the line. I don't think I'm going to win this. I don't think I'm going to win this again. Closing. Lost it.
Yes!
3-3.
Is this for telling?
Well, considering the FP3, Verstappen was down in 15th place, Hamilton was 3rd. Maybe not, but considering that's a completely wrong time.
But since he crashed and Hamilton didn't, and before that, even Verstappen was ahead.
Yeah, maybe so. Okay, 3-3. All tied up then in the championship as we head over to the French Grand Prix of Paul. Damn and blast. I know, I can't believe it. Megan 3, me 3. So it's 3-3 now. All drawn up as we go to the French Grand Prix of Paul Ricard. That's going to be an interesting one in 2 weeks' time. Right, let's get on to the action then. We're about to cross over to the commentary box as well. Well, we're in it, but put our headsets on and Megan will come back into the box as well. So let's take an actual look around the Baku city circuit with an actual lap attack in a Mercedes. And on the other side of that, we'll have qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. In the commentary box on my side, myself, will be Megan Birch. Let's take a look at lap attack. Let's take a look around the Baku city circuit here for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. 51 laps ahead of us, 3.753 miles. Start the lap then. It's very important to get a long sweeping run down towards turn number 1. You're going 8th gear, 345 kilometers an hour, back down 3rd gear, 130 kilometers an hour. Rise up towards turn 2. It's yet another 90-degree left-hander. Now put the car in the centre to the track, open up the DRS and really full it throttle. 8th gear, 330 kilometers an hour, back down to 3rd gear at just 100 kilometers an hour into the braking zone. Get the cars controlled at the exit as well as you go into the first right 90 degree at just 3rd gear, 95 kilometers an hour, back down towards 5 and 6. So once again it's a tricky little corner to get right. 3rd gear, once again 100 kilometers an hour as you enter the castle section. Now the track narrows right up as you try and hold it between the lines as well. Now back down 3rd gear, 100 kilometers an hour. Now literally thread the eye of a needle up throughout the castle as well. Jump up the hill, 3rd gear all the way up, drop to about 95 kilometers an hour and then really let the engine sing as you rise up. 8th gear, 290 kilometers an hour as you blast through. You're approaching the braking zone. 5th gear, 265 kilometers an hour, back down 3rd gear at 120. Now let the engine really sing as well as once again as you get the exit speed brilliantly here. 3rd gear now full throttle, rise up. By turn 18 you're at 8th gear, 300, then 307 kilometers an hour, battling through 19 and 20. 8th gear, 325 kilometers an hour, open up the DRS, you'll cross the control line in 8th gear, 330 kilometers an hour before reaching a top speed of 345 kilometers an hour, and that is a lap of Baku. Hello everybody and welcome to qualifying for the 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix here at Baku. Top speed in this circuit, 226 miles an hour. Elevation change at 26.9 meters. Action zones all the way round. Turn 1, Ricciardo versus Verstappen back in 2018, making contact. Megan was giggling that day in the commentary box when that happened. A year earlier, it was another teammate battle. Force India, Perez and Ocon. And unfortunately for Perez, being ruled out of the Grand Prix. And down at turn 8, last time we were here in 2019 for qualifying, Charles Leclerc in the wall at the castle section. Is anyone going to do that here today? And looking around for the tyre compounds, it's soft for C5, the medium is the C4, the hard is the C3. Alongside me in the commentary box is Megan Birch. Megan, we are in for an unusual qualifying. We've got the Mercedes struggling right at the back of the grid. 13th and 16th they were earlier on in the session. Hamilton was able to claw his way back up to 3rd. But really, they're struggling. Verstappen put it in the wall. Is this Sergio Perez's day?
I think it might be, though I can also say that the Mercedes being that far down the grid for a majority of free practice 2 just highlights that there is something seriously wrong with Mercedes. As we saw Toto Wolff, he was literally fuming about it yesterday.
Refusing to speak to the media as well, not wanting any conversation with anybody. He went straight into the meetings to see exactly what was wrong. Rear wings flexing, front wings flexing as well. They were in for a very entertaining hour. Synthel in the group chat as well. There might be yellow flags ruining other people's laps, crashes, people blocking. I really want to know if where Perez will finish. Is Merck really struggling this much? So many questions, and he's right there as well. Gwenwyn, welcome back, says, how ironic, there's some cars racing on my street. But it's not Baku. She's in Australia as well. But they're getting ready for qualifying. Synthel also saying, I don't think anyone will crash in the castle section. It's easier now with the curb changes. It's so. Today, Megan, the crunch point seems to be turn 15. So many people locking up down there and hitting the wall. Leclerc and Verstappen doing it.
I'm certainly bad at turn 15.
Yeah, you kept crashing as well in the commentator challenge we did just before the session started.
I was perfect at that. I never crashed once.
Yeah, you never actually. You did quite well at Castle. I crashed at Castle. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one.
That's only because I made you crash.
Yeah, fair point there as well. But yeah, in terms of pole sitters, in the last 4 years we've raced here, there have been 4 different pole sitters in the Baku. Nico Rosberg in 2016, Lewis Hamilton in 2017 as well. Add into the battle, we've also seen over the years Sebastian Vettel in 2018. And in 2019, it went to Valtteri Bottas. A reminder of that fact also as well. As with the largest pole margin here is 0.7 of a second by Nico Rosberg. The smallest is less than a tenth of a second as well. And we've got carnage in the pit lane as we've got 16 seconds until the session goes green. As you can see on your monitors, get the countdown. Haas coming out, Schumacher and Mazepin nearly making contact. As in 5 seconds time, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the green light is on, and the first part of qualifying is underway for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and everybody, and I mean everybody, heading out onto the track, bar one driver, George Russell, a race against time to get his power unit fitted. He's had to change over after a water leak was detected at the end of practice 3. It has forced him to stop on the track. It might be fixed in time for the end of the session, but it's not looking likely. We're waiting for confirmation that he has officially been ruled out. Megan.
It's actually really lucky that they caught it because it might have caused serious problems. And is that Mazepin?
Yep. Bit of a mess, boys. He's saying over the radio, and it was a bit of a mess, to be fair, as well. Everyone's heading out there straight away because the toe is so important here. We saw what it could do for Hamilton this morning in practice 3, getting him 0.6 of a second. So now they've really all got to go out there bunching up as the timing monitor once again deciding it glitched in practice 3 as well. It's deciding it's
deciding to flash.
Yes.
All the drivers.
So apologies, it's the interference with the buildings around that we can't really get a great one. Gwenwyn says as well, Synthel agreeing actually, if anyone will crash, it will be turn 15. Gwenwyn says, come on, Leclerc, would be nice for him to keep it up after he missed out on starting the Monaco Grand Prix. Completely agree with you as well. If Leclerc can win tomorrow, it would be retribution for Monaco. Synthel saying, here we go. And to be honest, I'm more excited for this quali than I was at Monaco. That's because coming into this weekend, we actually have no real idea who's going to take pole position. That's unusual. That's very unusual.
I always like these street circuits because it's just... You could actually do these if you got a permit.
Yeah. What, you do them yourself, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
But with normal cars.
Well, that's called the Birmingham Super Prix, which used to be a British touring car event back in the late 90s. Yeah, a few people confused about that. There's not another British Grand Prix. We're not at the British Grand Prix. Next weekend, the British Touring Car Championship, which is saloon car racing, will be at Snetterton in Norfolk and Norwich area in the UK, and Megan will be in the commentary box here, and I will be trackside commentating on the watch along for that as well. So you'll be able to see some of the cars as well, and it won't just be us two standing in the commentary box. You'll be able to see some of the cars and hear them as well. So that should be very fun next weekend for the watch along as well. The pass arrived today actually for that, Megan.
I'm just going to say, Alonso was doing really well this weekend. I mean, you saw where he was for most of free practice.
Quite up there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Felt a lot more grip out there through turn 1 and 2. That was that sounded like it was from Esteban Ocon there right over the radio. Let's see, Sintel saying, can't Russell qualify? No, unfortunately, Mr. Saturday at the moment won't be taking part in this session because he has he's having his power unit changed to an old setup because he unfortunately had a water leak issue in practice 3. So at the moment, we're waiting for confirmation whether or not Russell will qualify. At the moment, it's looking unlikely, but it's a race against time. They've got another 14 minutes.
I've just done something really dumb. I tried to take a drink of my tea without, pushing the lid back.
Yeah, that is a bit of a silly thing to do as well at the moment.
And at the start of it, I was like, why am I not getting any tea?
At the moment as well, Russell is standing outside of his car waiting to go through. Unfortunately, due to a water requires a power unit change, they detected that an hour ago, so it should be okay.
Flag.
And that's a wheel off. We've got a wheel off on the front.
Stroll.
And Lance Stroll is going to stop and bring out the red flag. So the session has already been stopped, and he's crashed at the exit of turn 15. So turn 15 is indeed the first victim part. And he's crashed. So red flag, clock has stopped at 13:59.
On the other hand, Leclerc just before the red flag came out set a 1:42.532.
So Leclerc's on top. Let's have a look then. Coming down towards turn 15, braking and locks up and takes off the front wheel and the front wing as well. Exactly as we said it was going to be.
Wheel.
Yeah, turn 15 is that key point again. So the clock has stopped. The red flag is out. We'll correct that issue for you right now. So session is stopped with 13:59 to go. So let's stop the clock, get that off. We've got a red flag out there at the moment. And now they've got to recover it all.
With that wheel.
Downhill section of the track as well. It should be quite easy to get that back.
But this is good news for George Russell, who now has more time to actually get his car on the road.
Bang on, Megan. Bang on. With
this
that
is
one
like
as well.
A godsend for George Russell. It's like luck is on his side. Not as much for Lance Stroll, though. What can you do?
So George Russell might actually get to qualify in this session, which is even better news than before. Unfortunately, we've got some sort of information graphic has popped up on our monitor here.
Oh.
How'd you get rid of that?
I have one of his computers. Just
Megan.
gotta do something else.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. So, yeah, we're sorry about that.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, that's a really bizarre one. So, yeah, Lance Stroll taking off the front suspension. So easy down there.
Though Lance should be glad that it's at the start of qualifying because that does look like it would require quite a lot of work to fix.
Gremlin says, in my opinion, with some bias, I think Ricciardo does well at times in the Baku Grand Prix. Nope, completely agree with you there. We're not biased at all there. Going forward as well. Perez, Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton. Don't think so. Maybe they're sandbagging. Finally, Gasly out of it as well. We've got Charles Leclerc still circulating. Leclerc, as you said, Megan, crossed that line. The only driver to set a lap time of 1:42.532, but he's still circulating out there.
I think he was too far away from the pit lane.
Yeah, I think he just crossed the line as the red flag came out.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so he had no choice but to go across. Yeah,
I think he's just trying to find his way back.
Yeah, so that's what's delaying the red flag at the moment. So
yeah, there he is going into the pit lane.
Yeah, not looking good at the moment, as that car just sort of stopped there now as well.
Lucky he stopped right near a place where he could actually quickly go.
Yeah, so let's take another look at it then. Talk us through it, Megan.
Right, so he goes around and he goes a little bit too wide on the corner, as you can see here.
Yeah.
So he just bashed right into the wall and it just took the wheel off. And
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, he says over the radio as well. Nothing he could do about that one, really. So we've stabilised the countdown clock. There you go. 13 minutes 58 is what it's officially stopped at. We'll resume. Actually, it stopped at 59, which is really annoying as well. So
you can see that in slow motion that it took a lot of debris off the car and it's sprung all around the track.
Yeah.
Well, the corner. So I can you could hear the devastation in Stroll's voice. It's just like, ugh, sorry.
Yeah, I've done it again, haven't I? He's like, I've done it again, haven't I?
Just like, I didn't mean to do
Yeah. So session suspended, and he locked up at the exit into turn 15. And he could have gone down the escape road, admittedly, but he was too late. He was already committed to the corner, missed the apex by a country mile. Decided to try and rectify that by putting more wheel into it, more lock, and it didn't work. And just smashing it into the barrier.
The only bright side thing is that it didn't hit the curb.
Yeah, it didn't hit the curb. I suppose that's the best news possible. We've got a massive overheating at the moment on the comms box stuff up here in the comms box. So hopefully we're all okay and still broadcasting to you. Let's just turn the brightness down. That usually does it.
Still, that's the worst place to lock up, and we've been seeing quite a lot of lock-ups.
Gasly locked up before that and went down on the escape hill as well in the FP3 session. So yeah. So red flag out with Charles Leclerc, the only driver to set the top time, a 1:42.532. The first red flag we've had in qualifying since Emilia Romagna back at the Imola race. Yeah, you're here.
You've got to have something exciting when I'm here.
And the first red flag we've had in quite a while as well. We didn't have one in Monaco. Oh, we did have one in Monaco, didn't we?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm going to correct myself on there. Someone's going to put in there. But what about Leclerc crashing in Monaco? Fair point. The red flag came out, but... It was too far down.
Yeah, that was near the end of the session. It was like a minute to go.
18 seconds.
18 seconds.
Yeah, so it wasn't really.
It don't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. This is the first time the session has physically been interrupted in a crucial point. Synthel's saying, let's see, Gwenwyn's saying it should be a quick red flag. They've had to bring the truck out, unfortunately, so that's what's taking a little bit longer. The longer the better for Williams and George Russell. If they can get that car repaired and sent back out.
Last quali red flag at the end of the race.
Yeah, it helps them out big time.
In Baku, it's red flag at the start of the quali. And I said race instead of quali.
Yeah, I thought you said... I was a bit confused. I was thinking, you thinking 2017 when it stopped? Synthel's saying, poor Stroll, so easy to catch there. You think Russell can drive still? Well, as I said, this delay is helping because it's the clock has actually... The clock has stopped at 14:01.
On their screen.
On their screen.
Our
timing screen is saying 13:59. So who's got the right time?
It would be this one that has the right time.
That one would be the right time, yeah. Clock has stopped at 14:01. Yeah. So let's... On my timing screen here, it says 13:59.
Well, this is the official one.
Yeah.
That can just be a bit behind.
So I'll tell you what, let's correct it to the TV graphic as well. So,
that's going to be confusing.
Yeah, sorry, this is going to take a bit of time. There we go. Corrected it to the graphic now, 14:01, which is what we're seeing. Still a red flag. Russell's car is now ready to go.
Blame Sky,
Yeah, blame Sky. Yeah, that's what it seems to be as well. That's what their pictures are showing you. But yes, at the moment, I am delighted to say George Russell's car is ready to go.
Do you know what I find funny? When I looked at my thing, guess what phone percentage I'm on?
That man there looks like my friend Dane.
Oh my God, he does.
Yeah, on the back of the restaurant there.
My phone is at 63%.
That's George Russell's racing number, yeah. So George Russell will qualify. Mr. Saturday gets another shot at it. That is fantastic news. Well done, Williams. Massive respect there. Massive respect.
I bet everyone in Williams was just like, please, let's...
Yeah.
Please
the clock has reset itself up here in the commentary box to 14:01, so they've added another 2 seconds to the time controller on other monitors, which I suppose is good news as well.
And this is just brilliant for the people surrounding, because they just get to watch from their own homes as drama happens.
Yeah, no fans in attendance at this race, though, with official tickets being bought, but it is a city circuit. As you say, Megan, they can literally just go and have a look around from their own balconies as well. It's really that type of track. There's Stoffel Van Dorn, Formula E driver, now reserve driver at Mercedes. Ed's probably going to shout at me, but isn't Van Dorn leading the title right now in Formula E? It has been a long time since Monaco, so I can't quite remember who's leading the Formula E title. That's back in 2 weeks' time as well, when we have a very busy weekend on the 19th of June with 2 races of Formula E in Mexico to bring you. Formula 1 is at the French Grand Prix, and MotoGP races at Assen as well. So a lot of action to bring you in the coming weeks. Next weekend, We are live with the British Touring Car Championship. Megan's here in the commentary box. I am trackside at Snetterton broadcasting the watch along. I'll be watching on my iPad as well with the live feed we'll get via a Teams meeting and commentating with Megan in real time. And I'll be at the circuit as well, just enjoying it all. And I'm looking forward to it actually as well. We won't be broadcasting qualifying live, but we'll still have qualifying recorded to broadcast in the part of the pre-show if that works. We're still going to make sure everything's got to work with the graphics and things. And the system relay, but looking good.
No, Van Dorn's, I think, 6.
Let's have a look.
Is this race?
Oh, yeah. So it's Robin Freins leading the championship in Formula E from De Vries, Evans, Da Costa, Bird, and Van Dorn is P6. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, Van Dorn 6th the title. He was leading it, but then decided to fall down. A green flag will come back out soon. DRS has been enabled.
I think he lost a couple of races.
He did. Track clear. Session will restart at 16:15 local time. That is 2 minutes wherever you are around the world.
Oh, he DNF'd.
Yeah, okay, I see. So that's 2 minutes away from around the world. So the red flag has now been brought in. We are waiting for the green flag to go out. Cyril says, will Russell get a grid penalty? No, he won't get a grid penalty because he's replaced it with an old power unit. So he should be okay and good to go. But great to see that the Williams guys have managed to get that sorted. And all ready to go. So stand back up, put the chair back over on the other side of the commentary box and get ready to go again. Don't know why you're standing. You can still sit down for another 2, but yeah. Oh, yeah. I was pulling that back out the way, but yeah. Going out there too.
That could have gone so wrong.
Yes, especially.
That would have gone into a blooper reels.
Yeah. Still going good at the moment.
I don't need to fall off another chair.
No, you're right there. Good point. Right, 26 seconds until the session restarts.
I'm still putting them in bloopers.
Yeah, then we'll try and get it restarted for you. So we're coming up to the green flag. I got Team Radio finished perfectly on time. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, because now we're coming to green flag. I know Synthel is on the F1 highlights on Instagram as well. So we have 14 minutes and 1 second left. That's the official time. We are coming to the restart. And the green light is on, and we are underway here in Azerbaijan for the remainder of the session, which I think is fantastic news as well, that we're going to see some action finally out there on the track. Green light is on, as I said, and the car's immediately heading back out there as well. Leclerc's time is the top time, 1:42.532 is their best time. Let's see what it's going to be at the exit. Who do you think is going to take pole position, Megan?
I think
it's a tricky one, isn't
I'm
it?
going to take a shot in the dark and say Sainz.
Sainz?
Yeah.
That is a shot in the dark as well. Lando Norris heading out. No pit lane drama this time, says Grenwell. Absolutely. They're all a bit well behaved that time. Well, Mazepin and Schumacher were released at more sensible times. They're out there ahead. And there is George Russell, who, with that red flag being out for, what was it, about 10 minutes, was able to take part in this qualifying session. So well done, Williams, for getting that fixed. He would have left the pit lane, by the way, with 2 minutes to spare.
That's not enough time.
Yeah, to get round this track as well and do an out lap, because the average lap is a 1:42. So, yeah. So, I think Williams will be nipping down to Aston Martin and buying Lance Stroll some beers
Just like,
tomorrow
thank
evening.
you very much.
Oh, we got a drama in the castle section. Max Verstappen getting held up behind Fernando Alonso. It's Alonso.
Why?
Our driver track is
Fernando?
Our driver track is working
Move.
now, and it's Alonso. And Leclerc's just ahead of him too.
Fernando, I love you and all, though. Just move out the way a bit.
As soon as I say the driver track is working, it starts to glitch again. I'm not going to say anything now. They're all backing up down at turn 15. Quite a lot of them out there on new tyres as well at the moment. Yeah, they're all sort of circulating. Well, at the moment, this is actually against the rules because the FIA are clamping down on going slow on the track deliberately to try and get room. You have to maintain to the minimum lap time, which here is a
Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Speed it up a bit.
The slowest lap time now here is at 1:55. So they've all got to get round on an out lap and go there.
Good, they've sped up.
Yeah, here we go.
Have you noticed they all were slow around turn 15?
Yeah, that's what this. Try and get a toe. Who's going to go first to get the toe all the way down this long back straightaway as well?
Also, I think they're a bit scared.
Yeah. Wouldn't you be a bit scared as well? Looking at this track, yeah.
This part has claimed many, many drivers
this weekend, including Max Verstappen, who crashed there in practice 3. Right, start a lap then with Max Verstappen through turn 1. First of 4 90-degree corners, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Flying into turn 2, third gear. Accelerate now with the DRS open. Down through this is a beautiful city. The trees lining this circuit is absolutely. I love racing in Azerbaijan. The greenery is unbelievable. Flying through into turn 3, now to the first 90-degree right at turn 4. A little bit wide at the exit, nearly put it into the wall, didn't he? He had to control the wheel spin. Now, exiting the new city and heading into the old city. You can tell because the track narrows up so much. It becomes from almost 20 metres wide to just 8 metres wide in the space of one corner.
Perez was faster there.
Yeah, he's fast in the first section, then Verstappen. Into the castle section we go, negotiating that perfectly. Of course, you're blinded by the sun as well. So blinded by the lights, I can say, yeah. I tell you what, I got radar loving it this morning as well, and you can see that on my Instagram channel at JoshuaBirch99 as well, where our driver tracker turned into a radar screen like you see in an airport. So it was Radar Love this morning, which has actually been voted as the #1 driving song of all time. Verstappen actually went wide out of turn 15, and look at that drama he's got as well. He's got loads of flat spots on the front wheel.
Lucas first.
Yeah, Sainz goes top, 142, 121, Ocon second, Leclerc, Russell, Mazepin, Leclerc goes P2. Verstappen's looking good, but he went wide at turn 15 though, Megan, and just lost it again as well. Coming across the line,
Yellow flag.
Verstappen's got a 141.760. Perez goes second, yellow out on the track. Got another yellow, and I think it's down at turn 15. And guys, we're going to do it again. We've got another red flag coming, and it's Antonio Giovinazzi.
He can't even move. He's done the same thing, though worse.
And it's another red flag down at turn 15. The entrance as well. He's gone over the curb, and he has made that error. A second red flag in 5 minutes.
For the same reason, and he has completely destroyed the barrier, and as well as completely those tyres are completely demolished.
Tyres gone, suspension gone, probably damage done to the rear.
The tyre.
Yeah. So red flag out again. 9:22 is left on the clock.
5 minutes. We didn't even make it 5 minutes.
Yeah, so let's just get the clock right for you up here in the comms box. So we are under a red flag with 9:22 to go.
Anyone else need something to change?
Let's take a look here. Synthel, oh no, again, Gwenwood saying, well, this one will be longer. And let's just see, turned in to turn 15 and was such a late angle. He just piled straight into the wall. I don't even think he locked up. He just missed the apex.
He didn't lock up.
Bang into the wall. So, Gwenwood saying, well, this one will be longer. Synthel back on was saying, come on, what is this? Unbelievable. Yeah, it's a tricky corner, but come on. 2 accidents down at turn 15. I said this at the top of the show, that it wouldn't really be the castle section. It would be turn 15. That's where everybody has been making the mistake this weekend.
Look, he has completely ripped the tyre. But on the bright side, he hasn't spread debris all along the track.
Yeah, so there doesn't need to be a massive clean-up. They can just pull that car out of the way with a crane that's just alongside. So,
and maybe fix up the barrier a bit.
Yeah, this shouldn't be too long of a red flag. But just for comparison, the session should be over by now. Q1 should have finished by now. It's 21 minutes past 1. It should be. We should
3 minutes ago.
Yeah, we should be 2. We should be 2 minutes away from the start of qualifying 2. In turn, we've still got 9 minutes 22 left of Q1. And this is what... So now, the back of the grid, we'll see Giovinazzi and Lance Stroll at the back.
But for some reason, it's saying Nicholas Latifi.
Yeah, Latifi hasn't actually set a lap time yet. Where is... I can't see... Oh,
Stroll isn't.
Stroll did some... Yeah, Stroll's down the order because he did sector times.
15.
Yeah, he did sector times. Let's hear from Hamilton. And Hamilton saying, how was that sector looking? Because so far, in 2 runs, he's only been able to do 1 sector.
Does that game improved?
So he's done a 35 6.97. He's a tenth off of Verstappen, who's currently on top. Verstappen on a 1:41.760. Norris and Ricciardo never got to complete their lap time due to the red flag coming out. So it's all go here in Azerbaijan. You can't write this stuff. Let's go back to the group chat. Gwenwood saying, now I'm hearing that this track is too dangerous to drive on. I don't agree. I think turn 15 needs to be reprofiled.
Why is
that's the medical?
That's going into the medical.
That's to bring him back in time so he's now out there on the track. Right, let's take a look. On board, it's turn 15. No lockups. Little lockup. The slightest lockup on the left-hand side of the car. While turning in, it just wasn't moving as quick and straight into the wall. So turn 15 needs to be reprofiled. It needs to be a smooth flowing corner.
Yeah.
Not this sharp break and turn. It needs to be reprofiled.
I think they need to, not on this side, but I think they need to take away that curb.
The curb needs to be gone, yeah. The curb needs to be gone. They need to reprofile the corner and everything, but they can't do that. So
it should be like in Monaco with that big bit.
Yeah, they should do what they did actually turn 8. They should remove the sausage curvedness and put a painted curve there, or just bring it back a little bit before the race, because we could be in for red flags. And
it's an impossible corner. Not even we could make it.
If that happened in the race as well, because it's so narrow there, it probably would be red flag, not safety car.
Yeah, and in the space of like 6 minutes, we've had 2 cars go off. Imagine in the race when they're going full speed.
And we had Leclerc off there. We had Verstappen crash the wall. We had Mazepin touch it this morning.
It's going to be carnage tomorrow.
Everyone's touching it.
Because everyone will be going full speed tomorw, and they will have lockups there. And look, the tyres are completely destroyed.
Suspension off. Let's see at the moment. Gwen was, we've heard that. Cynthia saying, I just posted Stroll's crash a second ago. That's on his Instagram at F1 Highlights _3. Cynthia saying this is going to be the best qualifying position for Mazepin. Yeah, I'll tell you where best qualifying in just a second. Gwen was saying, can another 3 drivers retire or crash, please, so we can get on to Q2? They would cancel the session if 3 more drivers return. They'll just go on to Q2. And Cynthia saying this is actually pretty funny. I mean, we said it, but I didn't expect this. Gwenwood then replying with, that was part of the sarcasm. Cynthia saying, break too late, I think. Now this is great. And laughy emoji as well. This is actually turning into quite a lot of fun. But this is just bizarre. We've had 2 red flags in the space of, 5 minutes of on-track action. We should now be starting Q2, by the way. Q2 should have just begun. 25 minutes past the hour. We should now be go for Q2. We have 9 minutes left of Q1. We are in for a long one here. So at Joshua Birch 99 on Twitter and Instagram, and you can get in touch on the YouTube chat. That's probably the easiest and quickest way to get in touch, because we've got it on one of the other monitors up here in the comms box as well. As Antonio Giovinazzi's car is now on the back of a forklift truck, and we are almost ready to go. They're sweeping the track as well. And Gwenwood has joined the chat as well. So hello to Gwenwood as well, who's just joined in on the Discord server. I've just seen you because I've just logged on to it now. So welcome. I set the Discord up as well because I didn't want to lose touch with all of you lot who keep on touch with us here on YouTube as well and send comments in. I don't want to lose touch, so let's get in the Discord. Let's have some fun and have some conversations as well throughout the week and build up as well. So I'm loving it. But yeah, let's take another look then down at the Skypad. Anthony Davidson is there, but we can describe what we're seeing on that as well. Starting with Max Verstappen's turn 15 braking assault he had down in free practice 3. So he's coming into that, brakes and locks up, actually. It was a very similar to accident. Oh, we've got it here now with Stroll's crash. Yeah, Stroll's crash and with the crash we saw as well. Yeah, Verstappen dashed, touched the wall. I thought so. When you were tapping me like that to say Sainz was on top, I thought I saw hit the wall there. Was Max Verstappen, and he did touch it and got some dirt on his tyres. That was Giovinazzi locking up on the inside front left and just flying towards the wall.
Literally in the middle of a corner.
Couldn't do anything. Verstappen, is this FP3's accident this morning when, so look, locks up again on the inside front end of the corner and just takes off the front suspension a little bit. So that's exactly the same as what happened with Giovinazzi. So they've had very similar accidents. Red flag being called in. Session will restart at 16:29 local times. That's 2 minutes time here in the wherever you are around the world.
We couldn't even make it a full turn without having red flag at the bottom of the screen and red flag at the top.
Yeah, let's see, how long was that? The green flag came out at 30. So the red flag was out for 10 minutes, and then we would go for 4 minutes. So yeah, in between a 5-minute gap on the track, we had 2 red flags. And we've still got half the field left to qualify. Only the top 10 have set lap times, and Nikita Mazepin is 10th.
Oh my god.
A little swig of water as well. I didn't expect to be talking this much on a Q1.
Schumacher's 9th.
Q1's going to last 40 minutes. Q1, yeah.
I just realised how much of the grid was left.
I tell you what, thank goodness we're not running away to cover another live race after this qualifying, like Formula E or something or other. But look at this, 50 seconds to the restart on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably more than that
11.
as well. 11 cars at the end of pit road as well. Ready to get going again for the start of the session. We're getting ready to go green here at Baku. I've got to be quick on the restart button as well, which means I've got to be slightly off camera.
I think it always sounds like Jakku.
Yeah. Are we ready? Are we steady? Because I've got to keep my eye on too, because Sky have gone for an interview. Ready, steady, ready, red lights on, red light, 7 seconds. Megan, give us a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Race restarting.
And the green light is on.
Quali restarting.
Green light. We are go for...
Oh, that's premonition.
Yeah. We are go again for qualifying 1. We have restarted for the second time today. Cars being in the pit lane. Lewis Hamilton heading out. They're all going out, Megan, on their... Now, this is the problem as well.
They can't afford not to.
Yeah, they're all going out on the soft compound tyre once again. But these are the same tyres they're going back out on that they've done numerous laps on. So they've lost their best already because they were on push laps when the red flags came out. So they haven't changed the tyre because they've got none to change it to.
It certainly will be interesting.
Yeah, let's see what's going to happen next. Tell you what, they're trying to figure out when the session's actually going to start again for Q2.
So, when do you... How many red flags do you think is going to be in the race?
Oh, I don't know. I tell you what, Baku 2019 was boring. Baku 2021 seems to be exploding with everything in the practice and the qualifying. I reckon we could see at least 2 red flags tomorrow in the race.
I'm going to say 3.
Multiple safety cars, though. I think tomorrow will be safety car centric. And you can watch it all here in watch-along commentary here on the YouTube channel. Thanks all for your company as well. And hopefully soon in the Discord server, if we get it working, we might be able to put the race on there as well, because it's on a Discord server, which is a group chat friends thing.
Do you know what I always think Baku sounds like?
Jakku. You
Yeah.
said it. You said it before the race went green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird, since I'm drinking a Kylo Red mug.
What's happened here at the exit of the pit lane? We're watching Kimi Raikkonen speed up. And is that Mazepin or is it Schumacher? It's one of the
One of them.
Well, what's happening here then? Raikkonen, I don't know who it was. Was it Schumacher or Mazepin? I'm not sure which Haas it was here. I can't see the number on the front of the Haas there, but one of the Haas cars pushed Kimi.
Bottas.
Let's have a look who's behind. There's Russell. Schumacher. It was Schumacher. No, that's Russell. Hang on a minute. Where's Raikkonen on the board?
There.
Where? You have to point. I can't see.
It was Mazepin.
It was Mazepin. Oh,
He's
no.
closest to...
Lando Norris will be investigated after the session for red flag procedures. So he must fail to have done something. So it was Mazepin. Coming out of the pit lane, Mazepin forced Raikkonen almost towards the wall. So, yeah, Mazepin again.
Schumacher's near Russell.
Yeah, so again, Mazepin not exactly being the greatest of gentlemen when it comes to qualifying. Just sums up what I think of him as a driver, really, and as a person. Let's have a look as well. Grenwyn said earlier today, sad news for the saw early on the news earlier today. So sad for the Singapore Grand Prix. Went to the track years ago, but there was no race. I bet that was an experience, even with no race. It's a wonderful city, Singapore, and yeah, so sad there won't be a race this year either, because it's a 2-hour race and it's a crazy race as well. It's one of the only races of the year that is actually on your contract list, Megan, isn't it? Of saying, alongside that in the British Grand Prix, it's in your little contract
It's like definite.
Yeah, that you go through and pick what races there are.
Well,
Singapore is always ticked because it is a 3-commentator event with numerous bottles of water.
Yeah, there's like so many drinks on this table when it comes to Singapore. Though I must say, I think that Baku is taking Singapore's craziness.
Yeah, it's taking it for its own, isn't it? Well, I think, is this the last street race we're going to have? No, Jeddah. Jeddah's in Saudi.
Jeddah.
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia.
Are we just having Star Wars tracks now?
Yeah, well, it's in Saudi Arabia, so yeah. Saudi Arabia is going to have the
Planet
street
Jeddah,
race. Yeah.
or is it going to be pod racing?
No, could be. Depending on where Mazepin is by then. You're all right. Yeah, take a drink. You're laughing too much. On board with Megan's actually. There you go. On board then with Valtteri Bottas coming out of turn 15. At least he didn't put it towards the wall. Hamilton's out there at the moment looking good as well.
I coughed and breathed in at the same time.
Gasly's P6 at the moment, going well. And across the line, Tsunoda goes P8. Coming across the line next, Bottas. Raikkonen goes P10. They're not actually showing us the times at the moment. They're being really annoying with that. Hamilton goes into P4 across the line as well. Bottas now trying to get the toe. Mazepin goes 14th. Over the board, so he and Schumacher currently through. Bottas only goes P8, but they got the toe.
Come on, Norris. Come on, Ricciardo. You can get out of that elimination zone.
And Norris goes to P13, but is under investigation for red flag procedure as well. We've got Verstappen, 141.760. Perez, 141.968. Sainz, 142.121. Hamilton, 142.161. Leclerc, 142.241. Ricciardo, 142.304. Ocon, 142.426. Gasly on a 142.434. Bottas, 142.701. Vettel, 10th, 142.726. Tsunoda, 142.877. Alonso, 142.934. Raikkonen, 143.076. Norris, 143.110. Latifi, 143.128. Russell, 143.778. Mazepin, 144.238. And Schumacher, 144.254.
That was impressive.
Yeah, there you go. That's their border times at the moment. And in terms of Mazepin and his best ever qualifying, Mazepin's best qualifying is 19th in Formula 1. So he is going to get his best result ever at this track as there's more contact. What on earth are you doing? What on earth are you doing, Yuki Tsunoda, you muppet? Hamilton came out of turn 15.
Lewis has stopped in shock.
Yeah, Lewis was coming out of turn 15 and Tsunoda forced him towards the wall. He blocked Lewis massively. Now, you're not allowed to do that in qualifying. No doubt Tsunoda will get a big slap on the wrist in that. And that is another one why I say that Yuki Tsunoda will never be a world champion, ever.
No.
That was a stupid move. That was a Mazepin manoeuvre. And I hope as well that Yuki Tsunoda will get a big slap on the wrist for that one. That is dangerous and idiotic. He almost forced him towards the wall. It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. Can't
Lewis
believe
literally
that.
stopped in shock
Yeah,
at what to do. His hands even stopped, just like, what?
Yeah, he's gone now for another lap time out of turn 2, but that was dangerous there as well. Gwenwyn also says, we're talking about Star Wars when we're talking about futuristic hybrid tracks and cars. Yeah, it looks that way at the moment. Yellow. We've got a yellow somewhere on the track, not sure where. Hamilton coming down towards turn 4. Turns in okay.
Mazepin has stopped.
Yes, you're right. Mazepin's off at turn 4.
And he hasn't been moving since.
I think, yeah.
Tell you what.
Might have gone off the escape road. We've just passed that sector. I haven't seen anything.
Moving.
Yeah. Has he crashed? Mazepin is off the track. He stopped on the driver tracker.
We're not being allowed to see it.
Yeah, what about with Hamilton? 2 minutes to go.
We're getting across.
It's Mazepin who's gone off at turn 4. He's locked. I think he's locked up and gone down the escape road.
The driver's
Hamilton nearly in the wall.
slowing.
Sorry, Megan. Hamilton nearly in the wall. We've gone green again. Mazepin has resumed on the track. So great news to see he's managed to find reverse gear and get going.
I think he just went off the track a bit.
That spoiled Lewis's lap though. He would have had to back off. He was in the yellow flag zone. Or was he just past it when he came out? He's 700s. Hundredths. Tenths? Hundredths? Thousands? Hundredths. Yeah, I was right first time. I shouldn't have corrected myself. 700ths off. And George Russell goes to P11. A guy who started the session without his fire suit on, saying that he wasn't going to be qualifying, is now into Q2. That is amazing from Russell. Hamilton fourth, getting a toe, goes top. Right, normal order is resumed. 141.545. Where did that lap time come from Lewis Hamilton? He got a big toe off of Yuki Tsunoda as well. So that helped. Fastest third sector of all. But wow.
Imagine if he hadn't been interrupted.
Yeah, wow. Just wow. Let's take a look at best sector time, actually. Hamilton's best sector 1, 35.5. Verstappen, 35.57. And Hamilton's quicker, but Verstappen's quicker sector 2. So Verstappen's fastest in the old section of the track. Lewis is faster in the new sections of the track. Interesting. Quentin says post-mortem will be interesting. Yeah. To see what's going to go wrong there. But yeah, 25 seconds left. I think we found the running order because I don't think anybody out there right now is setting faster lap times. Latifi isn't, Schumacher isn't, Mazepin isn't.
I want to know why the students haven't said anything about Tsunoda yet.
In terms of that penalty, yeah, they should really, yeah.
They said something about Norris and red flag procedures, that they haven't shown a slightest bit of interest in Tsunoda.
Mazepin was off down at turn 3. Norris will be investigated after the session, and Tsunoda might be as well. That's coming up, although it does take them time. I think Tsunoda will be investigated, says Gwenwyn. I think that too. We'll wait for the confirmation. Checker flag is out. The session has now concluded. Lando Norris is on a good lap time. So is Alonso. Personal bests in the sectors so far. But Hamilton back for the first time this weekend to the top spot. And it's taken a while, actually, hasn't it, to return there. So Hamilton, Verstappen, Perez, as they still circulate out there. I think that's been, with two cars crashing out, it's a bit of an anticlimax to qualifying because they all don't need to do this. They can just back off and go back in the pit lane.
And you kind of expect those three to be the elimination
And
zone.
Latifi's taken it. He's out of it. Russell's through to Q2. That's great news. And now the information's been told. Oh, so Lando's being told to complete the lap time, but he is safe. So Lando will complete this time, and Schumacher's out, Mazepin's out. So that's it. There's your runoff order. From 16th below, we have the official confirmation of who is knocked out. Norris up to P5. That's better. 142.161, I think that time was.
I love how they say
6-7,
driver at
167.
risk, Alonso. How is he at risk when the people in the elimination zone are in the pit lane?
Yeah, they quickly took that away, didn't they? So that's it. Session is concluded. They have managed to figure out exactly what's going to happen next, which I suppose is better news and some good news. But yeah, let's just take a look. What happened with Norris across the line, Megs?
Across the line?
And, well, is that replay?
Oh,
he didn't slow down.
Honestly, it only just came out.
That's what. So that's why they got the procedure wrong. So the red flag came out, and he was already coming into the pit lane, and his engineer told him to stay out. So he's crossed the control line when the red flag's out. You're not allowed to do that.
That is not his fault. That was his engineer's fault.
Yeah, it was his engineer's fault for telling him to stay out and complete the time, but they should have. He was in the pit lane. He should have boxed. It was a red flag. He's crossed the pit lane line, and that's a 5-place grid penalty for Norris straight away. I know it. That will be a 5-place grid penalty.
I think he should be reduced.
Actually, he will be very lucky if he's not kicked out of qualifying for that one because it is a big no-no. As soon as the red flag comes out, you do not cross the control line again. So he's failed the red flag procedure.
Yeah, but it's not exactly his fault. I mean, he was told to not stay out. He might have thought, oh, was it a mistake?
Yeah, I'm a bit umming and ahhing on that one, if I'm honest.
I personally would only give him a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, we're about to find out,
or
though.
10-second.
Yeah, we're going to find out ideally what's going to be happening next, won't we, out on the circuit. But session over, finally. I can't find our new graphics at the moment as I just take away that clock and trying to restart it then. So we have got a red flag. The session has ended at the moment.
After 41 minutes.
Yeah, that's so long as well for a red flag period as well, can we just say.
It usually takes 18 minutes to finish qualifying one. It's taken us 41.
I know, I really can't believe it. Do we actually know what time this next session's going to start? 16:46, so it'll end at 17:01, so 1 minute past the hour. See, I've got to do all this as well to try and figure it out. So it'll be 14:01 There we go. We've got the clock ready now up in the commentary box as well, just in case we have to pull out a red flag again or a restart procedure. It's getting quite confusing. Yeah, Grenville says as well, not going to lie though, this qualifying session is taking forever. No more red flags, please. I want to sleep. Yes, what time is it over there in Sydney? It must be it was 7 o'clock when the session started. I've got it over here actually in Australia. It's, 10:42 in the evening over there in Australia as well. So I'll tell you what though, die-hard fan, Gwenwyn, welcome to the night shift, is what we've had at the moment. So we have got cars officially knocked out. I'm going to try and do something if Megan would just briefly take control of the commentary.
Which I was actually about to do naturally. And I just want to say, I actually went to bed early last night for a change. I went to bed at midnight.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, I went to bed early. I was actually really shocked at myself. All day I said to myself, I'm going to do this. It's like something naturally I do every single night. Then I was just like, do you know what? I don't want to read.
You sort of just stood there, just sort of accepted that then, did you?
I was just like, I don't want to read for an hour.
I'm
not going to read. I don't have the energy to read.
No energy to read? What are you?
I don't know. I just didn't have the energy. I just went to bed.
That's a very much unusual situation for Megan to take, anyway. But yeah, we've got a little knocked out sign that we're just trying to get on at the moment for the drivers who have been eliminated from this session. So you know where the knockout zone is coming from, and we've got it operational now. So there you go. So everyone below Latifi is knocked out with a little red square that we've introduced for this session. So hopefully that helps for you. The little red square tells you the drivers that are eliminated. So Latifi downwards, and then we'll move that up to whoever finishes 11th later on when the session restarts for the next one, which is coming up shortly, I am being told, in 1 minute 50 seconds time. Megan.
I'm just going to fill the gap in between. So I usually read for about an hour to midnight till 1 or sometimes midnight till 2. It's I'll read a book or I'll read Wikipedia about someone from history.
Gwenwyn says, imagine reading. I think that's what she said as well. Is that in response to something you said as well? When I wasn't listening, yeah. Track slippery in Sector 17. Yeah,
I read every night.
So, 45 minutes after Q1 was supposed to start and end, it was only supposed to be an 18-minute session, and we finished.
Is my tea still hot?
Yeah. Don't know, but you've got an alarm going off now.
I don't know why I have an alarm.
So, we're nearly going to start qualifying 2, round about, 21 minutes after we were supposed to start it. Coming up in the next minute as well, we have the red little knocked out box you can see on the driver tracker alongside you, the timings pages. So, the T-feed downwards have been knocked out. We're also trying to get a red line involved later on, but we'll have that ready and the graphics sort of suitable ready for the French Grand Prix.
Ferraris are heading out of the track, as well as...
Alonso and Ocon nearly making contact with Lando Norris in the pit road, so they're all sort of just closing back up.
Do you know what I was impressed with myself just then?
What?
When I saw that blue car, I knew it was an Alpine.
Alpine.
I say Alpine.
Alpine is the BMW situation.
I say Alpine.
Alpine is the Renault branch. It's very tricky.
I don't care. It's spelled the same.
I got caught up in that as well. Okay, you ready, guys? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the green light is on. And qualifying 2 finally gets underway after a very long time waiting. Yeah, please nobody crash. We want to have a quick session out here as well. Gwenwyn saying another red flag would put the session cancelled because it's 4:45 local time. I don't know the procedures. Educate me. No, we will qualify as long as it takes until it gets dark. There is no set procedure, so qualifying will just keep continuing because we've had situations before. Megan might remember rain delays in qualifying.
Oh my God.
Yeah, having to commentate
that out.
Yeah, having to commentate on sessions that are just rain delayed for hours and hours and hours.
I tried to block those ones out.
Turkey last year. Rain delay. That's the last one we had.
Turkey
Yeah,
was
last year's
nightmarish.
Turkish Grand Prix, when qualifying was delayed for about over an hour, and we were all just sat up here in the commentary box chatting because there was nothing else to do, and you lot kept us all entertained as well. So no, qualifying will continue unless it has to be moved until Sunday. But qualifying is a session that has to take place.
Before.
Yeah, we've had qualifying on a Sunday before. Now this is coming out of the pit lane. Red Bull go out okay. So did Perez. What's happening here?
Oh,
Aston Martin came out flying out of the pit box, and it must have been Sebastian Vettel. He's the only one left. Vettel came out so bad, and that's why Verstappen had to back out of it as well. Because look, here comes Vettel.
Perez.
That's Perez in front of us. Yeah, and Verstappen just behind. But yeah,
Leclerc just was coming out of the pit lane, just like, what just happened?
and everyone was just sort of like, okay, flying, coming through. Austria last year, it was Austria it was Austria race 2. It was the Styrian Grand Prix, that one. Yeah, it was season opening 2 races. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. We'd never covered that race live on YouTube, actually. It was before we did the watch-alongs.
No, I
But-
think it was like more radio based.
It was radio-based, that one, yeah, those days, with no TV pictures and cameras. But yeah, I do remember having to cover Austria rain delay last year.
I can
that
just
was
see this massive fountain. I keep thinking it's a fire hydrant.
Well, FP3 got called off, and me and Megan just decided, we knew it was called off anyway, so we just didn't bother with FP3 at all. Because it was clear it wasn't going to happen. And qualifying, we only had a 40-minute delay.
Which actually lucky because I had to do something.
Yeah, well, Ken and Jack were here.
Yeah.
As well, so that was it. Yeah, Austria last year, and the most recent one was the Turkish Grand Prix, where FP3 got red flagged with 20 minutes to go. Me and Megan had to fill that, and then we had to fill about an hour in qualifying when the red flag came out, and it was a crazy race as well.
Gwen was saying, good thing if they crashed in pit lane, it would be easy to fix. It would be easy to fix because it's just got everyone needed there.
Yeah, if you can get it back, if you crash in qualifying and cause the red flag, you are allowed to get it back to the pit lane. If it can be repaired, you can restart. It's not like IndyCar where the driver who crashes can't set a lap time. But if you get out of the car during a red flag period and you've stopped on the track, you cannot resume the session. Yeah, like Sonoda did in FP3 yesterday. So yeah, if you get out of the car, you can't just.
Wait, Sonoda did it again?
Well, FP2, sorry, was when you were in the commentary box with me yesterday, wasn't it?
Wait, it wasn't Sonoda who did that?
Yeah, it was. Sonoda and Russell as well. They all had it. Yeah, they all had it yesterday. It was all.
He did it again. What is it with Sonoda and getting out of the car before he's meant to?
Yeah, Verstappen did it this morning as well. Actually, in FP3, he was sort of hovering over the brakes down over the hill.
You're trained as drivers, and yet you don't have the common sense to stay in the car when is cars.
We've got times on the board. Sainz goes top, but now Perez on a 141.630. Sainz goes P2 at the moment as well. Verstappen P3, 141.756. Hamilton set the fastest third sector of anyone, though, so far. I don't know why that's popping up. Because he's currently in sector 2, so maybe I think that was actually Ocon. It was meant to be. He's just gone P6 overall with the fastest third sector.
Someone just naturally did it.
Yeah, so it's always is it Hamilton? Oh, I'll just push the button.
It's most likely.
Lando Norris goes P4th. Leclerc comes across the line P9 and goes to second, 141.659. So what was that? 300ths off of Perez's time there. That's amazing. From Leclerc. Sainz coming across then, and Ricciardo P9. So Ricciardo in. Russell has not left the pit lane at the moment, which I find weird. So Russell's still in the pit lane, according to this driver tracker we've got. Yeah, he is. Russell's in the pit lane. He has gone out, but hasn't gone out in this session again. Interesting.
I think he's just maybe sorting something.
Can I just point out as well, at the end of this session as well, we've got Hamilton P10, Bottas P11. I know they haven't set representative times, but it is a worry. Can they get into the next phase of qualifying? Down at turn 4, Esteban Ocon, touching the rear suspension towards the wall, gets away with it, does exactly what Mazepin did in FP3, just a little kiss, and I don't think that would cause too many problems because the car was able to keep going. And I think he hit it at an angle which I think is just a little brush. Should be okay.
Yeah.
I think that wind's flexing a little bit too much, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Just moving around a little bit.
It looks like it isn't even secured.
And a big, big lock-up for Sebastian Vettel, almost ending up like his teammate down at turn 15 as well. Just
shaking his head, just like, thank you.
Yeah, not ending up like Lance Stroll, not 2 Astons beat up. The last driver to beat up this many Aston Martins was James Bond. Anyway, keep going on. Well, Daniel Craig, to be fair, wasn't it? He's blown up the most Astons. As
Yes.
Lewis Hamilton at the moment flies through turn 15, nearly puts the rear of the car into the wall as well.
That's
The
maybe
wall's falling
drivers
through.
want us to have a heart attack or something.
Yeah. Bottas down the order as well. Not great. Hamilton's having a scruffy lap. He's got no one to tow him round, whereas he is towing round Bottas in a way. He's punching a hole that will be visible to Bottas for the aerodynamics on the run down towards the start-finish straight. Look at this. Massive run to the line. Tomorrow's restarts onto safety cars are going to be insane because there's no overtaking until the start-finish line, which is there. And look at that. They've got all that long back straightaway to clear it. It's going to be like an IndyCar restart tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic.
That will be ace.
Hamilton's gone second on a 1:41.634, 4 thousandths of a second off of Sergio Perez's time. Leclerc. So we've got 3 drivers within the same 300ths of each other. Perez, Hamilton, Leclerc, and we've got Verstappen down in P5.
Oh, he's on a down lap.
Oh, see, that's why. Who's this? Hamilton. Yeah, look, he kicked up the sparks, ran over the curb. So Hamilton might have gone fastest on that lap time if it wasn't for that mistake at the exit of turn 16.
I looked and saw that Hamilton was fastest sector 3 and I realised he must be on a down lap now.
Yeah, he's on a down lap now, but he was on a fast lap before. Raikkonen goes 13th, 1:42.710 on the board at the moment.
Why is everyone in the pits?
They've come in for 7 minutes to go. They're halfway through the session, so the order's coming in, changing tyres and going later.
Oh, Hamilton was so close.
Gasly goes P7, 1:41.932. So better run there on the board. Keep your fingers crossed as well as to who do you think is going to take pole position and get through. They're just checking, look, has to knock onto rear suspension to make sure it is all okay. I think it looks okay.
Do you know who I'm weirdly rooting for?
Who?
Gasly.
Pierre Gasly. Well, don't blame it. Hang on a minute. We've got Verstappen to the line. Verstappen! Verstappen goes fastest now by 5 thousandths of a second. A 1:41.625. So that's the top 3 separated by 9 thousandths of a second. Verstappen, Perez and Hamilton. And Leclerc in there as well. Throw Leclerc in because he's only 0.034. So he's only 300ths off the pace. The top 4 drivers separated by less than 300ths. The top 3 drivers separated by 9 thousandths of a second. Unbelievable. What position? He's asking Verstappen is? P1, he's been told. So Verstappen top. But we've got an awful long way to go in this qualifying session.
It's awfully close.
Yeah. Oh, I've just realised as well. I haven't because of the change around in the red flag. We haven't changed the correct.
Still Q2.
Yeah, it's Q1. Yeah, sorry about that. Now it's Q12. Yeah, sorry about that. My fault there. I never changed the graphic.
Imagine if we had 12 qualifying.
Yeah. Last time the red flag came out, actually, the system glitched. At Emilia-Romagna, the red flag in Q1, the system glitched again and didn't show Q2 in Q2. It didn't glitch, yeah. Yeah, so sorry about that. So, yeah, this is qualifying 2 as well.
Tightening.
Yeah. Sorry, the system must have crashed. It did that in Imola, for those of you who remember. So, take us through the drop zone.
Well, first thing I noticed about a lot of Red Bull is, like, nearly every single one of their mechanics has tattoos.
Yeah, the boys on the road, like a Navy SEAL tradition as well. They all seem to have them.
Which I think is...
Nice or not nice? It's a boys on tour thing, isn't it?
You don't expect to see every single one of them.
Saying boys on tour isn't really accurate. It's more like the Navy. You've all sort of got it as well out there. Russell on a time now. He's gone out finally.
My first thought was, do they do this every single win?
Nah, it's just. It'd
be funny if they did, though. Yeah. I want one of the teams to do that.
Well, Cyril Abiteboul ran away from Renault instead of getting his tattoo. He still hasn't got it and ran away from Formula One as well. So
he probably got told what it was going to be.
He's scarpered. There is a bet though. If Daniel Ricciardo gets a podium, he gets to drive in Dale Earnhardt's NASCAR that Zach Brown owns. I thought that's why.
Why does Daddy love so many bets?
I know he's just loving betting at the moment, isn't he? George Russell might get through to qualifying 3 here. I'm standing up. Can he do it? 1:42.224 coming to the line is Russell. Anywhere near the Q2 time? No, 142.753 can't qualify just yet.
How can he be green in all sectors and still not be faster?
Yes, but admittedly, Megan, he's only...
Sonoda in fourth.
Sonoda goes P4. Wow, that's a surprise. 141.654. Admittedly, though, Russell is only 0.5 away from Vettel's time. They're all on a 142.
True.
So Russell could hook something together if he gets a slipstream. Quentin saying, end the session, make this Q3. Fight the tiredness as well. We've got one more session to go after this one. I mean, I know this session comically is going to end at the same time qualifying was supposed to end, but we've got another 12 minutes to go after that. So it's a little bit of a delay, but keep your spirits up. It's going to be a good one. As on and out lap now is Perez and Hamilton. Verstappen still hasn't left the garage. And I think he's the only one who's not out there on the track at the moment. I can't see anyone else saying they're in the pit lane. Verstappen's in the pit lane. Everybody else is actually out on the track. So, yeah, of the 15 cars, it's only Verstappen in the pit lane.
Do you know how it's during all the
Oh,
flags?
sorry. What's this? Okay, it's just a normal camera angle.
Do you know how it's showing all the flags? Well, I was doing it in felt tip, so I've decided to redraw all of them in pencil crayon.
Okay.
It's just too difficult. Also, I might run out of the felt tip, so I'm scared of that.
Well, you can always borrow some of mine. Anyway, at the moment as well, up here, this is an interesting situation. I've got no clue who's going to be on pole. I said it would be Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, Sainz. I'm wrong on that. Sainz is 6th, Leclerc 5th. Tsunoda's the big wild card going P4. But yeah, my tip actually might just pay off in the fact that I could see Perez maybe nicking pole from Verstappen in Q3.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't think they need to go out again, because considering the whole field is separated by 1.1 seconds, the closest I think we've seen ever, is quite a margin. And Tsunoda has come up with a stop sign on my tracker, as has Norris, but they've both got going again. They're sort of just not wanting to tow each other down the back straightaway, it seemed. So we're into the last 2 minutes then of qualifying 2 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. They're saying top 5 within half a tenth. Oh, you're right, actually, yeah. Because look at that. Thanks for pointing that out. Tsunoda's got in there as well. 0.029. So 5 cars within 3/10 of each other. That is unbelievable.
Yellow out on the track as well. And who is
Where?
that? It's Danny Rick.
Where?
I don't...
Can't find it. Sector 1.
Sector 1.
Oh, he's in the
Oh!
wall. This will be a red flag again.
Why?
Danny Ricciardo has stopped on the track. He has crashed into the wall and the red flag has come out. But with 1 minute and 26 seconds left on the clock, I don't think it's I don't think it's going to be enough to get them out. It's not. Session over.
Norris, pit.
Ricciardo's in the wall heavily. And he's okay, which is great news, because he's gone in an angle down at turn 4.
Sounds defeated.
And he's taken off the front right-hand side. Synthel saying he had way too much speed into the corner, and you can tell that. It actually
started braking way before.
And the session will not be restarted. Now, don't go off to bed yet, Gwenwill. That just means that qualifying 2 will not be restarted. We'll go in and prepare for Q3. Talk us through it, Megan.
Right, so he makes a really good go into the corner, though he has too much speed and it's kind of locked up on his wheel.
Left-hand side.
Honestly, he should have started braking way before, though. That was quite a whack.
Yeah, that's a hard hit, actually. Yeah, that's a very, very hard hit into the wall.
I won't be surprised if he has a bit of whiplash, actually.
Yeah, and the suspension's damaged. The nose is gone. They wouldn't have done the engine or gearbox, but the front suspension and maybe the monocoque might be damaged as well, because the wheel sort of came back on him.
It's always the front right wheel today.
Yeah, so a third red flag here in qualifying, and that has meant that once again, Sebastian Vettel is eliminated from qualifying. Yeah, 1 minute 29 left of the session. It takes 2 minutes.
And Vettel ain't happy about it.
Takes 2 minutes in order to go through. And he was only 0.003 of a second off of Alonso, sorry. And Sebastian Vettel is angry beyond belief. But it might be a top 10 start if Tsunoda and Norris get penalties. So there might be a top 10 start.
Vettel, you still have hope.
Yeah, so session over. Q2 has finished. The red flag has come out after an incident with Danny Ricciardo putting it into the wall. And let's take another look at it. So coming down towards turn 4, locks up on the inside left, turning into the corner. As we also said before, just a crash into the wall. And that's no good at all. And Vettel, angry as he came up to the red flag anyway and saw the car there. So the dude in the blue suit saying, Ricciardo out of Q2? Yes, and he's crashed into the wall as well. He'll start this race 13th. Gwenwall saying, if this was Demolition Derby, I would have enjoyed it. Well, Gwenwyn, we've got one more session to go. Q3 will start, but it is slightly delayed. So qualifying 2 has concluded 1 minute and 30 seconds before it should have done.
Vettel just lifted his visor, and my first thought was, that looks like very angry eyes.
So, yeah, not happy either, is he, at the moment? So that's even worse. So we have got a red flag out there at the moment. We'll keep that graphic on because right now the track is not in a position to be restarted due to it. So the session is currently stopped. We'll wait at the moment for the start of qualifying number 3, and we'll wait for the official confirmation on that one.
So far there has been a red flag in each qualifying session.
Yes. Yeah, you're right there, actually.
Kind of foretells quality 3, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right there.
I thought maybe we'd get away with it, though no.
Just taking off everything and putting it back onto a red flag for this session. I do wonder, though, what's going to happen next. Vettel, now eliminated, becomes the next car out. I honestly don't know. Top 10, then. Medical car's been deployed as well to pick up Danny Ricciardo. Synthel saying, necessary crash. No way he was going to make the corner. Agreed. So that's eliminated, as well as we update the graphic for you now.
Even before the lock-up in the front left tyre, he wasn't going to make it.
So that's eliminated. Vettel, Ocon, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Russell from qualifying 2. Already eliminated was Latifi, Schumacher, Mazepin, Stroll and Giovinazzi. So everybody from Vettel down has been eliminated and knocked out. Gwenwood saying, could you check Vettel's sector times if he was on the track making out? Yes, I can. Megan's first sector time for Vettel. Can't see it because he's gone into the pit lane. I can see it here, actually, on my driver tracker. First sector time for Vettel of 35.4. So he was on to getting through into Q3. He would have passed Alonso. So, yes, Vettel was on a push lap and was going faster, but had to back out a little bit before the red flag. So he was quicker.
You never know, though, Vettel. You could still get into the top 10 if Norris has a 5-point grid penalty.
5 place grid penalty, yeah. So,
even a 5-second thing.
Session suspended at the moment, as we'll just have to wait up going forward. No sign anyway at the moment of seeing when we are going to get another Q3 run. We'll have to wait to see how long that's going to take, and it's just delaying us further. The session should have been over 5 minutes ago. We've still got another one to run, as I said, and it is just being more and more chaos.
Q3 will start at 17:09 local time, which for us will be in around 4 minutes' time, wherever you are.
So they are going to start the session then, which is great news to see, because I was worried to see, are we just sort of going to leave it and try and go for a best run? But I'm delighted to see they are at least going to try and run the session. We deserved it, I think, after this one. We are deserved a session. So what time are they going to start?
17:09.
17:09 for a 12-minute session. So that takes it to... This is the tricky bit, working
21.
everything out. 12-minute session takes us to 21 minutes past the hour.
Yeah.
So 14:21. Yeah, that should take us to it now. So we've got our graphic restarted up here in the comms box. And hopefully we'll be okay. We have that ready to go. Let's go back through. Synthel saying, oh, so sad for Vettel. Absolutely. And Gwenwyn saying, to be fair, probably just a typical race for Vettel tomorrow outside the top 10. He might start inside the top 10. He had a decent race at the last time out at Monaco, didn't he? Although considering we only got 40% battery on the iPad left, I sincerely hope this session doesn't take too long.
I have a way you can sort that.
What are you on about?
Hold on.
Megan's now just messing around with the iPad as we've got at least another
Maybe
2
try
minutes
not
18 to
having
go.
it all the way up on brightness.
Oh, that might help. So the red flag is still out there on the track, and we've just now been given the green flag to reduce it. So with 2 minutes to go of the session, we have got a countdown clock that can take over for us right now, as Megan will be circulating out there, that's for sure. So the red flag has now been called in. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. Megan, make a prediction. Who's going to be on pole position? I just sorted the graphic out. Perez. Yeah, I'm going to say Perez as well, to be fair. That could be something as well.
A year ago, we wouldn't have said Perez.
Megan, 2 races ago, we wouldn't have said Perez. He's come on amazing in the last couple of races, and today
He's like
this
grown
race,
as a driver really well in the past year, even before he joined Red Bull.
Winning at the Shakir Grand Prix. Yeah. I would say this is his chance for pole.
Yeah.
He's never had a pole position, I don't think. Let me just take a look at my stats. Sergio Perez, no pole positions, and yet 1 win. Strange little situation we've been having.
So, have you ever had a pole? No. Have you ever had a race then?
That's a different story.
It's like, yes, I'll tell you all about it.
So there's the confirmation of the red flag for Lando Norris. He came into the pit lane reacting to that. Then his engineer told him, stay out, which is the wrong call. And did he cross the solid white line pit entrance? Yes, he did. Now that's
a lot.
Yeah, that's a rule here in Baku. As soon as you commit to the pit lane, you have until the solid white line to change your mind. Lando crossed the solid white line. That's at least a 3-place grid penalty if I'm lenient. If I'm more on that, considering it's a red flag as well, that's a 5-place grid penalty. If it's this steward section with Mika Salo as the driver steward, then starting at the back of the grid,
I would say 5, just to give Vel a chance.
Session's going to start in 15 seconds' time. We have a countdown for you here up in the comms box.
Warm.
Right, are you ready for the last one? Let's have a look then. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the green light is on. The session is underway. And for some reason, it's only 10 minutes at the moment as well, according to that graphic. No confirmation that the session is going to be 10 minutes, though. Q3 has been reduced to 10 minutes.
Well, we need time.
Well, that's against the rules, because now it's a 10-minute shootout. Let's just have a look. No, it is 12. It's wrong. That graphic's wrong. It's a 12-minute session.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes. There we go.
It's changed now.
Yeah, so I wonder what's going on there. Everybody's having trouble with the graphics today.
Right, so in the chat we've got Thomas Clements. Hi guys, Hamilton is looking confident today. He is looking quite confident, and I think when he has confidence, he's actually a good driver. Though when he's whining, he's further back on the grid.
But Grenwyn also says a good thing as well, that he's just a bit scruffy. He's had it a lot scruffy today. He's not really looking that good, but Hamilton is determined like a dog with a bone as well. He's going to go for it a lot more in this next 10 minutes. Now that has actually caught out the teams as well, being told that the session will be 10 minutes, not 12, because you can't just change the length of a session willy-nilly. So this is going to be a 12-minute session. They have confirmed that now. So whoever is on the admin team are clearly having very bad graphics. Going back then, Gwenwyn says, unfortunately, a miscommunication with the team as well, apparently. Yeah, and that's why everyone's heading out there now. So this is it. Last minute of because, of course, 2 minutes in qualifying is crucial because it's an outlap.
Yeah.
If you take 2 minutes away, it's going to cost you the entire running order. Teams have got plans for this session as well. You come in with 6 minutes to go, refuel, go up with 4, do a slow out lap, 2 minutes to go, bang, you've got a lap time.
Yeah.
Cross the line, get the last out there. If you reduce it by 2 minutes, you lose effectively 1 run. So, it's a 12
minutes. Just messed up the entire thing.
Yeah, it used to be 10 minutes, didn't it, Q3? It used to be 20 minutes Q1, Q2 15, Q3
really
10.
Bad things.
Yeah, it got complicated, and it sort of reduced the amount of track time. So they took 2 minutes off the end of Q1 and stuck it on Q3, and it works brilliantly because we get a 12-minute qualifying session with a 10-car shootout which I think works really well.
Yeah, because I always thought that 20 minutes for
Yeah,
quali 1 was too long.
Thomas saying that Hamilton's looked really good today. He got a toe in practice 3, but he has been on it a lot more in qualifying. Mercedes seems to have found something that works with the car. The dude in the blue suit saying, fingers crossed for a Red Bull pole. It's looking likely. Mercedes only topping Q1 this weekend. They've been failing every other, and it has been a Honda engine dominance across this weekend, bar qualifying 1. Is it going to be the same for pole position? I wouldn't assume, because Bottas fastest first sector before Leclerc now takes it as well. So they're changing out there quicker and quicker and quicker. Sainz now fastest first sector, 35.4. They're all going a couple of tenths faster. Does that look like Hamilton's on a push lap to you? It looks like he's actually backed out of it.
No,
Yeah.
I think he's decided just like, okay, I need to quickly get a layout of the track first.
Yeah.
And then I'll start a push lap.
Yeah, Thomas also saying, "Shut up, come on, Mercedes." In
A
terms
little
of,
bit of a fight
yeah.
in the chat.
yeah, no, I think he's meaning that jokingly as well. Of course, yeah, just like, oh, well,
Like when we fight.
yeah, play fight. I think, yeah, but don't worry. Fingers crossed, it'll be an interesting one as well. But keep it civil, guys. At the moment, as this is Leclerc coming around turn 15, wouldn't it be ironic if he put it into the castle section again like he did in 2019 in this part of qualifying?
Imagine if, like Mercedes and Red Bull, they all just crashed out.
Yeah, who would leave for pole position? Ferrari? No, AlphaTauri, I think. Yeah, across the line.
Ferrari and McLaren.
Right, times across the board then. Now, Valtteri Bottas will be the first to take the control line. Bottas goes top, 156.741. Hamilton at 155.184 goes top. But Leclerc should go fastest with a decent time and does, 141.218. That's actually a very good time from the Ferrari. Carlos Sainz P6 goes P2, 141.576. Perez just behind. Let's say just behind, quite a bit behind. Norris goes P3 now on the board. Cross the line now for Perez. Goes P4, 141.917. And then Sainz, oh, look at that! Verstappen second, 141.563. Leclerc has pole position again at the end of the first runs.
faster than Mercedes.
Alonso goes 6th, Alpha. And look at this, Alpine are faster than Mercedes. Mercedes backing out of their runs and backing out of this run as well, I think.
I'm sorry, I've just got to...
Well, good first sector. Not a great one as well out there for the Mercedes. They are off the pace. I think Leclerc might just have pole position, I wouldn't imagine.
I had to say that for memory reasons. So.
I wouldn't put it past that we could see pole position going to Leclerc again here. 0.3 of a second faster than Verstappen. He got a toe off Hamilton as well. Big up there for Ferrari. They've come out of nowhere to play this weekend. And Bottas again out of turn 16, getting on the exit curb and just sliding a bit too much.
I am very proud right now of Alonso.
It won't be too long, I don't think, until the Mercedes come back through. Bottas is towing Hamilton down the straightaway. Look at that, 200 miles an hour averaging across the line for Bottas. Goes from P8 to P7. Hamilton in the tow, goes to the front row of the grid. He got the tow off of Bottas and got an extra 6 to nearly 9/10 of a second advantage over Bottas. And Hamilton goes second, 141.450. Still, though, 2/10 off Leclerc.
Toto, why are you shaking your head?
Because he knows that's not enough. We've got Bottas down in 8th. Hamilton got a mega toe on that run.
Progress.
But we've got another run to go, a second qualifying run, and it's going to be advantage Ferrari and Red Bull.
Have you noticed how we never see a crash while on board?
Yeah, we've seen a couple on boards when they've happened.
Not in ages.
Not for a long, long time, you're right, actually.
Which really annoys me.
So this is going to be crunch point now. I can't wait. I genuinely have no idea who is going to take pole position here.
It looks like we're going to make it without a red flag.
Well, we had a red flag with 1 minute to go, remember?
Still.
Too close there, said Hamilton. I think he was on the back of the toe there as well. So, we've got 5 minutes to go. Is that Tsunoda, P9, on an outlap. Gasly there too. In this session, we've got Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Perez, Alonso, Bottas, Tsunoda and Gasly. Everyone below Vettel has been knocked out. That's what the red KO means. Everyone below there have been knocked out. Working on a little line that we can move around
Tsunoda
next
needs
time
to
out.
stop hugging the wall.
Yeah, he's hugging it too much to the exit of the last couple of corners out there. Across the line then comes Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda over 201 miles an hour across the finish line. That's amazing.
It's slowing him down, hugging the walls. He needs to get more in the middle of the track. See?
Yeah, but can I just point out as well that Tsunoda was a mile per hour faster than Bottas down the start-finish straight with no toe.
You too.
Yeah, so this is getting a bit close out there at the moment. Gasly's right behind at this current moment in time. Still circulating.
What, have this team just got like a plan? Just like, okay, let's go next to the wall.
I hope they've all got plans. Maybe wall riding is the best situation they've got out there right now. We'll see the Taurus get out there.
Taurus?
Which one's that? Alpha Tauris. Oh, sorry, I read it as Taurus. It's Tauris.
I was gonna say, as our zodiac sign just decided to become a team.
Yeah, sorry, Gwenwyn. My eyesight needs adjusting there. I'm going to zoom the chat in a little bit, actually. So, yeah, we'll see the Alpha Tauris out there. They're right here, right now. Tsunoda, not okay first or best, but look at that. Pierre Gasly, first sector, 35.432. He's being towed around by Yuki Tsunoda. Gasly could go pole here, and he could go front row.
What did I say?
I am astounded right now. Absolutely astounded. Also, it's quite warm in this commentary box, despite the fact there's no fan on. So, yeah.
It's warm outside.
Yeah, it's warm outside. I think you can see just outside
I
the
woke
commentary
up
box.
feeling like really, really boiling.
He's 200s up on Leclerc. So, look at this. They're all going out in alternative orders. This will be their qualifying runs. I think they've fueled them quite long to try and go further. Let's see, can Gasly get pole position here at the Baku Grand Prix? Coming across the line. Tsunoda P7, Gasly P4 on a 141.565. Goes second row alongside old teammate Verstappen, and now they've got cars coming out, which means they can do a cool-down lap with all the cars in front of us. Norris trying to get ahead of Sainz. Sainz not letting him through. So now Gasly and Tsunoda can just sort of back off.
Norris, behave!
Yeah, but they can back off and then go for another run with everybody else. It's not over yet.
Norris, I know you're annoyed, though can you please behave on track?
Graham saying, imagine the Tories driving.
Oh my God.
Boris Johnson could barely manage a Formula E car.
I think I don't deserve a penalty.
Gasly doesn't have a toe. Oh, Bottas has been sent out ahead of Leclerc and Sainz and doesn't have a toe. So now they are all driving so slow in the castle section. Sainz trying to go through on Tsunoda blocking him. Bottas has released Leclerc. Leclerc reluctantly goes through. It's happening again. It's Monza 2019.
That is dirty for Mercedes.
Yeah, they all want the toe. They've been warned. Everyone's been warned about driving slowly.
Can you not tow people around? You're not a tow truck. Just try and get a fast lap, and then you might all succeed.
I think, who's 2/10 off Verstappen? Gasly, yeah, 2,000s, yeah, right. Gasly's 2,000ths of a second off of Verstappen on their time. Verstappen on 141.563, Gasly 141.565 on the board. 1 minute to go, and they're all circulating out there right now. Everyone's on the track, but they're all going so slow at T15.
The previous polls have been different every single year.
That's Sergio Perez trying to go through. Gasly and Tsunoda blocking the track, and they're all coming together at turn 15.
Can you all behave?
50 seconds to go until they all get across the line. They are all going so slowly out there. Verstappen on board now, trying to get a lap time.
Verstappen, I swear to God, if you don't speed up, I'm going to fly to Baku and literally push your car.
We're underway now, 35 seconds to go in this qualifying session. Are they all going to get across the line in time? Hamilton is the last in the queue. Leclerc's crossed the line, so's Bottas, Tsunoda, Sainz, Gasly has crossed the line. Alonso as well across it. Verstappen, Perez, Norris and Hamilton.
Yellow on the track.
And that's going to spoil everybody else's lap, I wouldn't disassume.
Red flag.
Oh, it's the session stopped again. Who stopped? We've got a red flag. We can't see why.
It's 6 seconds away.
And it's down at turn 4. And it's Yuki Tsunoda. He's done the same as Ricciardo. And Carlos Sainz has lost his front braking! And the red
Contact has
flag!
been made between these two. And from the looks of it was accidental. It looks like a lock-up on Sonoda, and Sainz was in the wrong position at the wrong time.
The clock has stopped with 1 second to go. The track is completely blocked with Sainz in the run. The session will not restart. And in another fate, it happened with Leclerc crashing in Monaco. Once again, Ferrari take pole for the second race running with another red flag. And it's Charles Leclerc on pole position, and Synthol telling me that they didn't touch. So
They didn't touch. Well, I want to see what happened.
Well, both of them by themselves. Both by themselves, synchronized. So we've got Sonoda into the wall.
Did one see the other go off and the other
I think
crashed out of shock?
Let's take a look what happened. On board with Yuki Tsunoda then, down towards turn number 4. Now, is he going to do the same as Ricciardo? Brakes.
Right, it was Sonoda, yeah.
Locks up, hits
Same
the
as
wall.
Ricciardo. So did Sainz just go off out of shock?
And where is Sainz? Sainz, here he
He's
is.
right behind.
No, Sainz is locked up and dropped on his own and hit the wall under braking.
Two separate incidents in the same area.
Of turn 4, all with the DRS open, all trying to go under acceleration. Look, so Sainz has seen Sonoda gone off. He's locked his front tyres, trying to avoid an accident going into the corner to try and slow down.
So it was out of shock.
Under shock, and is spun under rotation as well. So Sainz puts it under the wall to try and avoid Sonoda's crash that he's happened because he saw the smoke, and he's locked the rear tyres and has a separate accident himself down towards turn 4.
I love that. Ferrari, yay! Oh, wait.
A second red flag in a row to end the qualifying early, this time by a second. We've had 4 red flags in qualifying, 1 in every session, and it ends with Charles Leclerc on pole position, just like 2 weeks ago in Monaco. It's redemption day for the Monegasque. The question is, he is definitely going to start from pole position this time. Can he get Red Dead Redemption in the Ferrari for the race tomorrow in battle in Baku? I don't know.
That was good.
Thank you.
So, I feel like this is kind of a commentator's curse because I said 5 minutes before the end, I don't think we're going to have a session stop. 1 second!
Charles is in charge for the Battle of Baku, and he's going for redemption in the Red Dead car. Thank you. Thank you. What a session! That was way better than Monaco's qualifying. That was better than the Monaco Grand Prix. What a qualifying. And it's going to lead into a race tomorrow, which is going to be insane. I can't wait.
That qualifying was better than the last 3 races put together.
And we had quite decent races in the last 3 as well. Portugal was decent. Spain was all right. Monaco had its moments.
Yeah.
But wow, Hamilton starts second. So it's Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, AlphaTauri, P4.
That was even better than the Indy 500.
Oh, well, don't go that far. That was a great race.
It was a great race.
Oh.
Though this had so many red flags.
What a race we're in for tomorrow. So this is the results then. Let's just take away let's just get away all the graphics and all that lot so we can have a nice slipstream run. Remember, of course, we have actually got cars that are currently under investigation in this session as Sainz walks back along with Tsunoda. 2 synchronizing accidents.
Bottas in 10th.
Yeah, dude in the blue suit actually just mentioned that as well.
Yeah,
He's down
that's
in
how
10.
that's how I knew to realise that. I was just like, what?
Yeah, down in 10th position as well. So let's go through the order then of this crazy race we've got coming out tomorrow. You can see it alongside us as well on the monitor. It's Charles Leclerc who takes pole position. Let me just get this right so I can get it right for you saying this. It is Leclerc's 9th pole position. He's second in a row as well. Let's hope he gets to start this one tomorrow. Look, he didn't get to start it in Monaco. A redemption certainly coming. So it's Charles Leclerc on pole position. And before that red flag, he was setting the fastest first sector time of anyone, a 35.4. So he would have he would have started and got on massively for a victory. So, yeah, for pole position, sorry. So it's Leclerc on pole, Hamilton second, Verstappen third, Gasly is P4. Great result from Pierre Gasly. Top practice 3, now going for the second row. Beautiful, beautiful. Sainz fifth, despite crashing out. Norris 6th, Perez 7th, Tsunoda 8th, Alonso 9th, and Bottas rounds out the top 10. Then we get Vettel 11th, Ocon 12th, Ricciardo 13th, Raikkonen 14th, Russell 15th. Then we got Latifi, Schumacher, Mazepin crashed out. Stroll and Giovinazzi. But that's, hang on a minute. So let me just get this straight. That's Giovinazzi, Stroll, Ricciardo, Sainz, and Tsunoda all having to have repairs to their car overnight.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's going to be one busy paddock.
Expect the grid to change dramatically for everybody else.
And we've got Norris with the possibility of a grid penalty.
And all these cars, I'm surprised if one of them doesn't have to have a gearbox change or something.
I feel like there's going to be a puncture tomorrow.
I've got a feeling the only four drivers you can assure are going to start where they are from is the first two rows. Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Gasly. They are locked in with their positions, I think.
They are.
Everyone from Sainz below, their grid positions could change.
There's a possibility of change.
Yeah, so with the top four locked in, after that, it could all change before tomorrow's race. And that's the crazy part. If we have to have new power units fitted, gearboxes, all that lot as well, it's going to be a crazy one. Also, redemption for Charles Leclerc after he crashed in qualifying in 2019, the last time he raced here.
Yeah, and that was quite near the end as well.
Q2. Start Q3? Start Q3, something like that, yeah. But
So-
so Leclerc, redemption. What a race we've got. I can't wait. Megan, pick out, please, a moment of qualifying.
I think the moment of qualifying for me was the second red flag.
Giovinazzi's.
Yeah.
All right.
That was like confusing.
I'll tell you what, though, I need to lie down after this one.
Yeah.
And don't forget as well, tomorrow we will be live coverage of the MotoGP race, the Catalan Grand Prix. Your laptop's doing that for us
Yes.
with it as well. So we will be live 11:40 British summertime in the morning for lights out at 12 for British summertime. At 12:30, we will also be live on air for the Formula One pre-show. However, the first 25 minutes will be pre-recorded and we'll show you analysis of the practice sessions and qualifying as well. That'll all be pre-recorded. We go live at 5 to the hour, so 5 minutes before the race starts, we'll be live. Ian Birch join me in the commentary box as well as Ian Megan will stay in for the MotoGP. And then we will be going for what is going to be a crazy Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I can't wait.
I'm really excited. I want it to be now. I honestly want it to be now.
Are we more excited than we were in Monaco when we had Leclerc and
Hell
Verstappen? Yeah, this is definitely more exciting. Right, thanks for your coverage. I keep doing that. Thanks for your company here today. Thanks to everyone in the group chat as well. Don't forget, there's a link at the top of the YouTube chat as well to our new Discord. So get in touch there. Go join. Come have some fun in the Discord as well and keep in chat with everybody else there. We'll be back tomorrow, 11:40 British Summer Time for the MotoGP, 12:30 British Summer Time for build-up to the Formula 1 race. But it's Charles Leclerc on pole position from Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Give me a race winner, Megan.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark here
Yes.
and say Leclerc.
Leclerc on pole. Leclerc for win.
Yeah, I really want him to win.
Okay, we'll find out tomorrow. The battle for the title is 4 points between Hamilton and Verstappen, but Leclerc has come to make some balmy battles in Baku. There are going to be a bunch of babbling baboons. See you tomorrow for the Baku race in Azerbaijan. Bye for now.